Good evening. We begin tonight with a major development in the global and local precious metals markets, as gold and silver prices have climbed to unprecedented record highs. These historic price levels have been driven by a combination of rising geopolitical tensions and key economic factors, including continued reductions in interest rates by the United States Federal Reserve. The surge has been observed across international bullion markets and has been directly reflected in domestic prices, particularly in Pakistan, where gold and silver have reached their highest recorded values to date. On Monday, gold prices in the international bullion market recorded a sharp increase, with the price per ounce rising by $75 to reach a new all-time high of $4,670. This significant movement comes after months of growing political tension, most notably in the Middle East. Concerns surrounding the possibility of a military escalation involving the United States and Iran have contributed to heightened uncertainty in global financial markets. As these tensions have intensified, investor behavior has shifted in response to the evolving geopolitical environment. The market reaction to this uncertainty has been closely tied to the performance of traditional safe haven assets. Gold, long regarded as a store of value during periods of instability, has seen a notable increase in demand. Alongside geopolitical concerns, economic conditions have also played a central role in shaping market sentiment. The U.S. Federal Reserve's decision to continue cutting interest rates has influenced investor strategies, reducing the appeal of interest-bearing assets and directing attention toward commodities such as gold and silver. As a result of these global developments, the impact has been immediately visible in local markets. In Pakistan, the price of 24-karat gold per tola registered a substantial rise, increasing by 7,500 rupees to reach a historic high of 489,362 rupees. This marked the highest level ever recorded for gold in the local market. Similarly, the price of gold per 10 grams also climbed sharply, rising by 6,431 rupees to reach a new all-time high of 419,549 rupees. These increases reflect the close connection between international bullion prices and domestic market rates. As global gold prices surged, local prices adjusted accordingly, demonstrating the sensitivity of Pakistan's precious metals market to international trends. The rapid escalation in prices has drawn significant attention from investors and market participants who closely monitor fluctuations in gold as an indicator of broader economic conditions. Silver prices have followed a similar upward trajectory. On the same day, silver also reached record levels, underscoring the broader movement across precious metals. The price of silver per tola increased by 300 rupees, climbing to 9,782 rupees. At the same time, the price of silver per 10 grams rose by 257 rupees, reaching 8,386 rupees. These increases highlight growing interest in silver as demand for safe haven assets expands during periods of uncertainty. The rise in silver prices reflects its role as a store of value, particularly during times of economic and geopolitical instability. While gold often receives the most attention during such periods, silver has also benefited from increased demand as investors seek alternatives within the precious metals sector. The parallel rise in both gold and silver prices indicates a broader shift in investor behavior rather than movement limited to a single commodity. Market activity has not been limited to a single trading session. According to the article, price movements continued beyond Monday. Yesterday, gold prices per ounce recorded an additional increase of $50, further extending their upward trend. Silver prices also gained further ground during this period. The sustained rise has been largely attributed to ongoing market reactions to persistent fears of conflict in the Middle East, alongside concerns related to global inflation and economic instability. The continued escalation in prices highlights the prolonged nature of the factors influencing the market. Rather than being driven by short-term events alone, the movements in gold and silver prices reflect deeper and ongoing concerns among investors. The combination of geopolitical uncertainty and economic pressures has created an environment in which demand for precious metals remains elevated. Experts referenced in the article indicate that the Federal Reserve's interest rate cuts have played a significant role in driving demand for gold and silver. As interest rates remain low, traditional investment options, such as bonds, tend to offer lower returns. In response, investors have been seeking alternatives that may better preserve value, leading to increased capital flows into precious metals. This shift has further supported rising prices in both international and local markets. In Pakistan's local markets, the influence of rising international prices has been immediate and pronounced. The increase in gold prices has resulted in heightened demand among investors who are looking to protect their wealth amid growing uncertainty. The sharp rise in local gold rates reflects this increased demand, as well as the alignment with global price trends. Silver has also gained increased attention in the local market. As noted in the article, silver has become more popular as a relatively more affordable investment option compared to gold. This relative affordability has contributed to rising demand, which in turn has supported the increase in silver prices. The movement in silver prices mirrors broader market behavior, where investors diversify within the precious metals space in response to economic conditions. While the performance of gold and silver has been strong, the article notes that analysts are urging caution. Despite the record highs, the market remains subject to ongoing volatility. The geopolitical and economic landscape continues to evolve, and analysts have warned that this volatility could lead to unpredictable price movements in the short term. Market participants are therefore closely monitoring developments that may influence future price behavior. According to the article, market watchers are paying particular attention to any changes in global economic policy or military developments. Such changes have the potential to further affect commodity prices, including gold and silver. The current environment underscores the interconnected nature of global events in financial markets, where developments in one area can have immediate and significant effects elsewhere. As we continue our coverage, we will take a closer look at the detailed factors shaping these price movements, including how geopolitical tensions, economic conditions, and investor behavior are interacting to influence the precious metals market. In the next part of this report, we will examine the first half of the detailed breakdown of these developments and their direct impact on both international and local markets.